Everyone, so it's John. I'm here with Richie. Richie's from a wellness centre in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Richie, could you be good enough to tell our viewers what is the name of your wellness centre?
Yes, my wellness center is named Amaravati. Amaravati. Is it a Sanskrit name?
Well, I know I've had a little difficulty in pronouncing that, and that's why I wanted you to pronounce it. But there's a meaning behind that name, and I wonder, could you explain to us the meaning?
So the Amaravati word, is this mean about immortal or the city of Shiva? Shiva, he is the king of all angel.
Right.
Yeah.
So, so the definition of the word, from my perspective, means immortal.
Yep.
Something that's going to go on and on.
Yep.
Well, I've been to your wellness centre. I'm absolutely terrified of saying the word. So let's give it a go. Amaravati.
Amaravati.
Amaravati. Okay, well, I'm sure there's still a bit of practice there to be done. But I'm sure you know I say that with full respect, and because I've been to the building, I've been to the wellness centre, and I have to say I was extremely taken aback just with its location, with the size of the room, but above all the tranquility, the ambience of the building itself. It lends itself to peaceful sort of meditation, and I'm interested to learn about your life journey and how you got to be where you are at this moment in time before we discuss what the wellness centre actually does.
So before I doing this the Amaravati Wellness Center, and I'm experienced in life insurance in IT section as a vice president of the Siam Commercial Life Assurance. So I have experience in the financial advisor also. But when I retired last year, I decided what should to be a business that I can do and that can transfer to my family member also, and that business can make happiness to all stakeholders. The meaning of stakeholder, that means the owner or employee and our guests also. Which business that can provide happiness to all? I try to find out, and finally I got the place. I talked with the owner, Buddhacharan. He designed this place before, and he used this place as a meditation center. He said that, okay, you can do that, and he accept on the way that I would like to do a happiness business, and that's why it's beginning of this one.
That's fantastic. I can't help but feel to a certain degree that we've been on a similar paths, perhaps geologically in different locations of the world. Here you are in lovely Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I'm here, there I am in sort of Ormskirk, West Lancashire, United Kingdom. And the weather's considerably different, I might add. I believe it's absolutely bitterly cold in the UK at this moment in time. But it's the journey that I'm interested in, because I know I got to a certain age and I felt to myself that there's more to life. It's important, but there's more to life than just earning money and going about a routine. There has to be some form of purpose or fulfillment to your life. And I wondered, with regards to you making this decision at your age, that you decided to make this decision, whether there was anything there that was the sort of trigger that felt to say, well, I need to make this change for me.
Why I need to change this one? Because I got a lot of money from retirement, right? And that money will finish it may about 10 or 20 years, but after that what happened? And how is that make me just only me to happiness? But what about other? What about my family, and what about my friend and other people? How to do that on to make them with this money, to make them have job and make them happiness, and provide the productivity as a happiness to other people. That is my major role. So I know that this business is risky, and at my age, this moment about 53, if compared with other, just 7 years more, they will retire, and they do not have anything about that, just stay with themselves. But what is the useful for stay with yourself without create the thing for other people and for the world?
I think that's great, Richard, because what you're really saying that age is not a barrier to having a purpose.
Yep.
You can still have a purpose regardless of your age. And there's a great deal of merit in what you're saying, because what you're saying to is that you want to provide happiness to everyone, but still on your mind is having the ability to look after your family and to be able to pass something on, almost, if you like a legacy. And I think you're right. I think those things are absolutely very important, and I know they are important for me. I too would want to be able to look after my family as best that I can do, but never forgetting that I still have a life journey myself, which is something to be fulfilled to the best of our ability. Can you tell us a little about the centre itself, the wellness centre?
Okay.
What happens on a typical day?
Yep. So Amaravati Wellness Center is mainly the building is designed based on Vastu. Vastu is the one chapter in Ayurvedic of Indian about 4,000 years ago. Vastu building is for people when stay in that building absorb natural energy easier, and that's why we use Amaravati as a wellness center, and that will be for people to stay inside. They can retreat themselves as a meditation, yoga, or silent retreat, or or even the healing also. We have tried traditional medical 24 hours stay inside the building, and we have yoga teacher that can come as private class for all people that need, and we have a group of people that teaching yoga also. They come from many countries, UK, from India, from China, and in Western country also.
That's fantastic, because I know you were telling me a bit about the program, because I think I brought up to you that I could hear in the background chanting, and I think I recall, because you gave me a lovely lunch yesterday, and I sort of recall, I was thinking, am I going mad, or can I actually hear something?
That is chanting, yes.
There's chanting in the background, and you say, no, I'm not exactly mad. There is some chanting in the background.
That chanting or noise is make people when stay inside more calmful, more relaxed, and you can easy meditation with yourself when you stay. And the routine over there, we starting with the meditation in the morning at 6:30. When you stay that, you may as a group or as individual you can join us to meditation over there at the center that we call Blessing Center. The Blessing Center will give all good energy to you when you meditation there. You will feel by yourself. If you would like to experience, just only one way, you going there with yourself and try it.
Absolutely. And the thing that I took on board is that after visiting all the rooms, it was almost like a complete disassembly of the 21st century. There's no TV in there.
Yeah.
There's no alcohol.
Yeah.
Vegetarian diet.
Okay.
So it's a complete opportunity to readdress this misbalance in life that people experience. Because let's say 24-hour communications.
Yeah.
People can't sleep. They're anxious. They're agitated. They're concerned. They're worried, and they don't know how to turn off.
Okay.
But in this environment, you can't help. Because it's such a change of environment, you can't help but step through that barrier and relax and calm down.
Okay, starting from our rule first on this one when you're talking about this. Our rule is when you would like to stay there, so we are starting, you have to respect yourself first. Otherwise, it's not useful for you to stay there. You respect to other people that stay around the building, even the employee over there. They are human as same you also,
Absolutely.
right? And respect the press. Do not make any pollution to the press. Do not make unnecessary noise, and do not smoke. If you would like to improve yourself, your body, why you put the toxin in your lung and in your body? It's not, it's unreasonable thing that can accept. For alcohol, we know that a few alcohol is useful for people, but how do you control your and drinking? When you're drinking at enough level, you may get drunk, and at that time your liver will sick also, right? So that's why we just ask our guests, okay, please do not drink alcohol during your stay. You can going out to drink and come back. It's up to you. But about the TV, we do not have TV in that room. We ask ourselves, how many hours per day at this moment you see TV at your home or at anywhere? Just few minutes, right? Mostly you use your mobile phone to update news and contract with other people.
Absolutely.
Right? Over there we provide Wi-Fi internet there for you using, but it's not 100% for all the room. You can use that in public area. In some room can use that well. In some room may not well. That is okay. At this moment, you can connect with the world. But what are we recommend that if you can slow down your life, that will be better for you. Some teacher, when they come to use a place as a whole place, they would like to disconnect the Wi-Fi also. That we do with that also, right? To disconnect with the world, that means you stay with yourself fully on the 24 hours and relax with yourself. And somehow you said that is it the what do you call, the social addict or mobile addict or internet addict. You need to retreat on that one also. That is opportunity for people.
Absolutely.
If you would like to.
I think, as you say, it's not conducive with having all these things in your life and then being able to find some type of balance or have something that's revealed to you over a period of time. The trouble is, we live such fast lives. We're not sometimes aware of almost of the scenery around us, and the small things that come at us and given time to consider them, to emotionally and mentally take things in.
Yep. As you see our place, we are surrounded by forest, by green area, and by the mountain. We have a wonderful garden. We have wonderful swimming pool also, right? We have a nice weather there. So if you get stuck with your mobile and sit in your room, how do you enjoy with our facility?
Absolutely.
Right? When you come here, you just stay at your home.
No, you're absolutely right. And I think really that's what makes the whole experience so perfect, is the fact that you are dropping these things and you are giving yourself time. And I think that's such a big thing, because we have experience in our lives, and there's many times that we don't have the time to mentally and emotionally allow things to sink in. So we either accept them or we're going to sort of move on, and I think that's just a pace of life, and I think to be able to do that in the Amaravati, I'm there.
So let's talk about experience on yesterday that when you visit us. So the beginning, when you going down at the car park, you see that it's nothing there, just simple building. What is that, right? The question that everyone have, what is inside? Is it just normal building? Why they call wellness center? When you walk to the front, wow, it's not normal one that you wonder, but it's not all yet. When you go entry to the walkway to the lobby, the first thing that you do it, that you did on yesterday, going to the water, walk through the water.
Just cleanse myself.
So that means, I don't know what are you experienced before, what are you passed on the way, right? Before you reach to Amaravati. But the water can make you cool down, more comfortable. You may get angry with other people before you reach us. When you cool down, you ring a bell. When you ring a bell, the noise of bell is cutting your world from past experience to the new world that you enter to the Amaravati. That is a technique that we use for our guests to come into the new world.
I think there's so many people who would really embrace what you're saying, because I think now in our 24-hour society, here in the 21st century, is that people are so busy that it's something that really is needed. I've got to say, thoroughly enjoyed my few hours with you yesterday walking around that wellness centre. And thank you so much for your time this afternoon and this interview. And I wish you and Amaravati
Wellness
Center. I'm going to get there soon.
Now you can pronounce here clear.
I wish you the best of luck. Not that you need it, because I'm sure it's there for you. But I wish it to you anyhow. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.